The tech world is on fire, the stock market is on fire, and the AI hype machine is on fire. And it all seems to be because of something known as DeepSeek. So, what is DeepSeek and why am I suspicious of these announcements? Well, we will get into that first. Then I have a source. And then I have what I think are the implications or predominantly implication of this story. Now, DeepSeek is an AI program, something type, something open source out of China. And the reason that I say something type something is because I'm not sure what of this I believe. Someone that I trust, his opinion, Mark Andreessen, has weighed in on this. That is the source that we have today. But I do have to make a couple of notes heading into this. In the tech world, it is known that research and development, R&D, right, a very big expense for any growing company. R&D, research and development. Everyone in the tech world knows that in China, R&D, research and development, it is not. R&D stands for receive and duplicate, and there have been so many absolute bombshell type of frauds come out of the China market that I am automatically suspicious of the claims being made with DeepSeek and their AI systems. You may remember just a couple years ago, there was something called Luckin's Coffee or Luckin Coffee, and they were committing just massive fraud. They were a growing company. They were a company on the rise. They were one of these companies that shot up in the SPAC attack era market, but they were just fraudulent from pillar to post, and it ended up being very bad for all parties involved. The announcements of DeepSeek and what DeepSeek is capable of doing and a new model of DeepSeek, these things all come suspiciously close to Trump's Stargate announcement, to the announcement that several of the heavy hitters in the United States will be teaming up on artificial intelligence. And look, there is a great deal of this to which I am ignorant, absolutely startlingly ignorant. Maybe it's not possible to fake this. Maybe it's not possible uh, to set this up to look in a way that it is not. Maybe that's not possible. If it's not, then I apologize. But I am immediately suspicious whenever I hear that the China market has a leap and bound movement above the United States when these are things that the United States was competitive with. So AI, China, competitive between the two. If you look at battery technology, for example, China is leaps and bounds ahead of the United States in that regard. If they have a leap forward that seems very far out for the United States, I believe it. In an article titled Mark Andreessen Warns Chinese ChatGPT Rival DeepSeek is AI's Sputnik Moment from Fortune by Christian Hetzner, we get the following. China's artificial intelligence breakthrough is shaking the foundation of the West's dominance in this technological arms race, conjuring comparisons to one of the USSR's greatest accomplishments. U.S. equity markets are set to open deep in the red as investors begin to digest the significance of DeepSeek AI's reasoning and Model R1, published fully open source last week to the business megacaps like chip giant Nvidia. Not only does it suggest that the Communist Party controlled country has caught up to the United States, but it may also be on the cusp of eclipsing it. So R1 is a system that gets O1 type results from ChatGPT, but with 5% of the actual investments in the chips, investments in the power, etc. R1's more cost efficient AI training and inference risks also call into question the thesis underpinning sky high valuations for most Magnificent Seven stocks. Now, Mark Andreessen, a tech community legend whose Netscape Navigator enabled the internet revolution, is reaching back decades to find what he believes is the most appropriate historical parallel: the day in 1957 when the Soviet Union beat the United States into space with the launch of the first satellite into orbit. DeepSeek R1 is AI's Sputnik moment, Andreessen posted on Sunday. The release of OpenAI's ChatGPT in November 2022 took the world by storm, launching a hype in AI stocks only comparable to the dot-com era. That's not fair. The dot-com era was much more bubbly. Investors have bid up the prices of companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, and Tesla with the expectation that a select few will be in a position to rake in billions upon billions of dollars in AI-related profits. That is true, but not as they are saying. I do think that all three of these companies have a run-up in part due to AI. I think that they are all incorporating AI in their own ways in their business. DeepSeek rockets to number one on App Store chart, whether it was Microsoft partner Open Microsoft. I think that's supposed to be Microsoft's partner, OpenAI GPT, Alphabet's Gemini, or Claude, designed by Amazon, backed Anthropic. Maybe I just can't read. It was considered unquestionable that a mere handful of companies had the kind of financial and technological resources to compete in this space. They would then monetize their advantage by charging customers to use their proprietary closed-source AI models. Only Musk has proved capable of playing catch-up by investing billions to build the largest single compute cluster in the United States. This is an important part of this article. In the United States with his new Grok AI model. Yet R1 suggests the thesis may be wrong. Within no time, DeepSeek's free-to-download app has rocketed to the top of the App Store charts. Its success follows the new Trump administration's unveiling last week of its ambitious $500 billion Stargate AI program, which was designed to enshrine American dominance in technology for years to come. DeepSeek's decision to follow the lead of Meta, whose Llama model is open source, by publishing its research, means anyone can find their own version of R1 and tailor it to their needs. This could potentially wipe out the technological advantage of AI training that mega cap stocks like Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon have. It will not wipe out the real world advantage that companies like Tesla have. But here's the thing. What this ultimately would do is it would, from what I can tell, the only big recourse and ramification is that companies do not have to spend all of the money on hoppers, all of the money on NVIDIA chips that they have been spending lately. If you can do all of that with just 5% of the investment, then they're going to make just 5% of the investment and get on the winning side of AI, the profitable side of AI, all the faster. I think there is some folly in that assumption. I highlighted in this article earlier on the fact that Elon Musk was the only person to get the computer brain of 30,000 plus chips operating. No one else could do it. Everyone else thought that it was impossible. Elon Musk made that breakthrough and was able to benefit from being the only person on the market to have said cluster, right? So here's my question. If you can do all of the same AI with 5% of the money, what is going to stop the Microsofts and Alphabets of the world, the Amazons of the world, from spending the same 100% of money and all of a sudden, as opposed to cutting the cost down to 5% of what it was, you're 10xing the results you can get on the way to artificial general intelligence and artificial super intelligence. So guys, those are the takeaways that I have from this story. This is still developing. This is something that is this is the first I've heard about it today. So this is taking everything by storm, and I will do my best to keep up on it. So hit the subscribe button if you are looking forward to something like that. And as always, I hope to have you back for the next one.